Welcome to SouthPod, the first and foremost podcast created to tell the true story of tech innovation in the American South. SouthPod is hosted by John Yerian and Stanfield Gray and produced by Dig South Tech Media. Dig South Tech Media is the South's tech hub, the place where leading global brands connect with the most scalable startups. Visit us at digsouth.com and follow us on social media at Dig South. The following episode features Allyson Eman, the Executive Director for Venture Atlanta. This episode was recorded live at the 2019 Venture Atlanta Conference in Atlanta, Georgia. Now let's dig into SouthPod with Allyson Eman.
We are here at Venture Atlanta 2019. Buzz is palpable. Everything is hopping. It's really fun. I'm incredibly excited to have the executive director here, Allyson Eman. She is the wizard behind the curtain, making all this magic happen. How's it? I mean, what does it look like for you this year? You've been there for many years. How many years now?
12 years.
12 years. So, 30,000 foot view. What's it like today?
It's been amazing. It's actually been amazing. We have crossed over 1,200 people, so it has been amazing. We've had a huge growth in everything, in sponsors, in how many people are connecting, and the number of meetings, and everything. And we're just like kind of astounded. And it was really our goal this year to become the footprint and the conference in the Southeast, and I think we've accomplished that. So we're
Everyone
really excited.
we've interacted with has been super jazzed, really excited. The startups seem like they are incredibly viable at every stage, from early through growth stage. What are you seeing in terms of the talent this year?
We have some great companies. What's so exciting for us is we have companies that came from 8 states. So, Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Mississippi, all over the place. So next year we're hoping we get a lot more of those companies. But the diversity, we had a company selling dog products. We've had a boat company. So we've had a lot of different diversity in the types of technologies. So we've always been very broadly, ranged. But we have companies raising $1 million to $30 million.
So this time next week, you're looking back on Venture Atlanta. What does success mean to you? What are your big goals?
The biggest thing that success means is the companies that get funded. So for us, the number one goal is fundability. So we want to make sure we put fundable companies on stage, and that was one of our biggest litmus tests of when we were selecting our companies. And our process is very, we're looking at all the details, and our applications were up 50%. Almost 50% this year. Not 50%, 30%. But anyway, they were up a lot higher. So it was, we want to make sure we put the best companies on there. So for me, I want people to be happy, people to have made good connections. I see people talking every 2 seconds. I want people to have enjoyed themselves, and I want people to come back. So, our sponsors, most of them are 10-year sponsors, 12-year sponsors. So we get people year over year. We want the investors to come back, and we want the companies to then become engaged as alumni. So that's a big thing for us that we've really been working on over the last couple of years, is keeping those companies engaged, and we want it to really become the membership has its privileges type thing.
So in terms of deal flow, are you sensing more interest from investors as a great member here this year?
Oh my God, New York and Chicago and Boston and all over the place. I sat at a table with investors yesterday, and they were like, the secret's out on Atlanta. They were like, holy cow. And of course, the whole Southeast, but people that had never been here before. We have 325 investors here.
So what are some of the challenges and opportunities for the whole ecosystem, just thinking broadly about it? You were burning up the road over the last 6 months. You came to Charleston. I'm sure you went to many other cities.
Yeah.
What are they facing, and what are the opportunities?
What are they facing? Well, I think there's a lot of money out there right now. So I think there's a lot of, investors are out there, looking for companies. So what's interesting is the money's coming to them, so it's not, maybe the fundraising's gotten a little easier. I think the companies here, there's always the challenge of getting that first check. Getting that first check, I think that it's the hardest for them to have those first reactions. So for us, we're hoping to facilitate those conversations for them. We actually, just a little, I know this is kind of off topic, but our goals are how many meetings that happen at this event. We have close to 700 meetings that's happened between our companies and investors at this conference.
That's incredible.
So you hope from that, checks come. So for us, again, we want to continue working with the entrepreneurs. I think the tech scene is huge. I think there's so much opportunities in technology. So where there's a lot of industries that have gone down, I think the tech industry just keeps growing and growing and growing. And it's like the blockchain or IoT or what's the hot thing. So, years ago it was everything was mobile or everything was fintech, and now, it's where you're seeing more of the, hearing more about the blockchain or IoT or different things. So it's always kind of the what's next.
So this is a big operation, exciting event. What's happening behind the scenes? Who are some of the players that are helping you pull it together? I mean, which organizations?
I've got several awesome organizations. So Market Wake, shout out to them, is my awesome marketing team. They've done an amazing job with all the branding, all the signage, with my website, with all our email blasts, with our conference book, with everything. Pulsemark did our AV, and they did an unbelievable job this year. And Association Planners of Georgia, APG, Susan Ginsburg, she and I have been partners for 12 years. She's been behind the scenes with me for 12 years. So for me, what's great is that the teams that I've had for years. So, I've been able to really have those relationships. They know what I'm thinking, they know what I need, and they all work really hard for me.
Thank you. So Venture Atlanta 2019, Allyson Eman, the executive director, is the person making all this happen. She literally ran over here, dove in the chair, she'll be flying back into the crowd. 700 meetings takes a lot of time, coordination, sophistication to pull off. So thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Thank you.